Hey guys, right, this is just gonna be a really quick catch up just to keep you up to date to where things are going. So as I said before, I was gonna try and catch bits of the wiring, which I've done, obviously bits of it. I just want to get my head down and get through it and get it finished. So yeah, I'm not gonna cover every single detail. It's blowing my mind enough as it is. So without trying to multitask, which I'm not very good at doing, I'm just giving you little catch-ups. It's getting to that part of the build that's just, I don't know, I can only imagine it's quite boring. I don't know. It's yeah, wiring. How can you make wiring exciting to watch? I really do not know. But like I say, I've been ploughing on with it. We're getting so close to the end now of the wiring, and I can't wait to have it done, to be honest. So here's where we are so far. Ignore how messy some of it looks. Some of it is just resting in place. And I've also got to explain something better that I didn't explain very well in the last video, which was the function of the lights, the button, which I'll explain in a minute. So this is where we are now. All the clocks are wired up. Well, the power's to them. I've got these wires here, which is a neutral switch and oil switch. But I've just spent the last hour looking for the little connector for the oil pressure switch. I know I took it off when I painted the engine. I can't find it anywhere. So it's like a little black connector, and on the oil pressure switch it's like a little mushroom coming up on there, and this connector just slides onto that and clicks on. Then it's a short bit of wire, then it goes to a bullet connector. I remember taking it off to paint it, the engine. Can't remember where I've put it. So it looks like I might have to buy one, another one. I'm gutted. I've been searching everywhere, which is a bit of a pain really. I've just had a look on the first port of call, which is eBay. None of them on there. Yes, oil pressure switches, but none of the little plastic wire connectors for them. Not that I can see anyway. So I've got to search for one of them. Unless a friend of mine's got one knocking about, if they've gone and put a fancy oil pressure switch on something and they've got one. It's probably something that you'd throw away. That could have been what I've done with it. It could have fallen on the floor, I've swept it up or something. Anyway, it's gone. It's one of them. I've got to sort it out. So yeah, them wires, oil pressure and neutral. So all I've got to do is get them to where they've got to go. This white one here is rev counter. Like I say, all the power's to them. They all light up. It's just connecting these to where they've got to go. So I've got to figure out the rev counter. It does some sort of stuff, goes around the HT leads and coils and stuff like that. I've got to look at the instructions and figure that out tomorrow. Plus the place where I got all this stuff from, the M unit, literally everything electrical, I got that from a place called Digital Speedos UK. And the guy there, John, he is fantastic. He is proper helpful. So I can phone him anytime and he'll probably talk me through that bit. So I'll browse through the instructions for that and then double check with John, because sometimes he'll come up with a solution that probably ain't in the instructions that's far better. So yeah, the odd chat with him, always definitely worth it. What else we got? We got the main live into the starter motor side of things. We got the main earth to the bike. Obviously all that's ready to go on the battery side and M unit side of things. The only wire that I've got to put down here now is the horn. So that's easy enough. I've got one of these small, I've stopped myself saying that. I've got a small horn. Oh well, I've got a small horn on order. It's late, sorry. And that should be here this week. And then that one wire coming down to my small horn and get that wired in. Ah, what else we got? God, I shouldn't have done this video. Yeah, all the waterproof plugs are there. Everything's there for the motor gadget unit now, M unit. This lot is for the ignition key switch, which I've got coming. I was hoping that would be here today, but it hasn't arrived. So that's just a really simple on-off switch, which will power things up. So you'll see where that's going when that comes. The tank, the tower unit, and the front mudguard are all finished. Yay! I haven't gone and collected them yet because I thought maybe it'd be best if I collect them when this wiring's done and they can go straight onto the bike, so there's no chance of them hanging around in here and getting damaged, especially how blue runs around in here sometimes, especially if I have a visitor. Those who have visited, you know, Blue goes mad and he doesn't care what he bumps into, knocks over, jumps up, anything. So I'm probably going to hold off collecting them till the wiring's done, which I will obviously be done within a day or two now. Front forks, I've given the bloke a nudge for the front forks. He's saying the end of this week, which will be good. So I'll go and collect them as soon as I get the call off him. So it's all coming together. All I've got to do now is the running side of the wiring. Rec and all that business, the sparky box, which I've got to plug into the original harness and get some plugs out of that are obviously all match and suited to what's on the bike, the rec and stuff like that. So I'll plug that out the old harness, check it all over and get them plugged in. That's tomorrow's job. So come tomorrow evening, wiring is going to be about done, apart from the oil switch connector, which I seem to have lost. I'll probably have another look for that tomorrow when I've got some fresh eyes and I'm not holding them open. Oh, I've also got the little rubber boots that I thought I had some of them. So the little rubber boots that go on the battery terminals, I've got some of them coming. On the solenoid part, the rubber boots had disappeared for them, so I've got some coming for that as well. They should be here this week. So like I say, this week we should be all together. It should be. It'll be silly little things that hold things up. Maybe the forks won't come the end of this week, I don't know. But I know the tank and everything else is all ready. So yeah, this week is looking good to be somewhere near finished. And then we'll see then if we've got any setting up to do with the cars. We're bound to have some messing about to do with them, but obviously we'll see when we get to that bit as well. Anyway, the light switch. Now, because I get quite rubbish at explaining things, I didn't explain the light switch very well. I've had a couple of people question me about that, because yeah, I'm rubbish at explaining stuff. So the light switch, I don't even know what I was doing. Literally, so this bike, you'll turn the ignition on, you'll get side lights. And then, let me try and explain this properly. Right, the button. Then you'll press the button once, click, the main beam will come on. You'll press it again, the I-beam will come on. You'll press it again, the I-beam will go off, leaving you with the main beam. You press and hold, the lights go off. And then as you do quick presses, it flashes the I-beam. Does that make sense? hopefully it does. So there's some people thinking, if I get this right, the lights go out going from main beam to I-beam, or from I-beam back to main beam, the lights go out. No, I explained it wrong. It works as it should. Main beam, I-beam, click the button, I-beam on, click the button again, I-beam off, hold the button, lights off. So there's no lights going out in between flicking from main beam to I-beam. It's just my rubbish explaining. So all that's done, like I say, all the wiring's in for the clocks, all the headlights wired up. It's all loose at the minute, obviously, because I've been moving it around to get to things. This looks a bit messy at the moment because I haven't decided on this. Apparently you can't cut the cable short on these GPS units, so I've got to lose all that somewhere. And this little switch here, I need to hide it, but I need to get at that button. Again, I've not looked at the setup instructions for that, but I think that button, being able to press that button's a part of the setup. So although I want it hidden, I need to be able to get to it for the initial setup of the GPS unit. I think I've got that right. Don't listen to anything I say. I talk a lot of nonsense and quite often what's in here doesn't come out of there properly because there's too much rubbish floating around in my head. So yeah, I do try and explain stuff, but yeah, you're right, I quite often get it wrong. So that's basically where we are. I'm really looking forward to seeing the tank and everything on it. I'm quite excited about that bit. And I'm more excited to get the bike gone to where it's got to go. That's going to be such a relief. I know I keep saying it, but yeah. And next, the next bike in is going to be the Special Sticker Enfield. And I'm going to do a little BSA, Mark's BSA alongside that. That'll be them two bikes done and gone. As you know, the little Special Sticker Enfield, it's already been hardtailed. A lot of the metal work's done, but I am looking forward to getting on that and getting that finished as well. So that will be the next bike in the shed, the Special Sticker Enfield. Not that I'm telling anyone to go buy stickers, but if anybody did want one, they are on my eBay. The eBay is in the links below the videos for the special stickers, to have a chance of that sticker magically turning into an Enfield and me delivering it to you. But yeah, we'll be straight on that after this, along with Mark's BSA. And we'll be getting down the list then. What I'm aiming to do is keep ploughing ahead like I am and sort of clear the decks for the summer, because I have got some plans that I really want to do in the summer. Don't worry, it's always going to be about bike building, but I have got some little travel plans planned. Hopefully the world's going to behave itself so we can travel, eh? We'll see. Hope, fingers crossed on that one. And after the Enfield, I have got another Enfield to do, but that'll sort of go on in the background. After the sticker bike, I'm going to do the Ural. I've been thinking about that Ural a lot, because obviously we've come into the end of this build. I know this, you know, well, I think it's, but I'm on boring bits on this GS, and sometimes I worry that God, no one's going to watch this, it's boring and you're all going to run off. But yeah, we'll soon be back on proper builds again. The good bits where we're chopping and welding and bashing things with hammers, my favourite bit. I can't wait. But yeah, Ural, I've been thinking a lot about the Ural, hell of a lot. So when I first got that, the plan was, I know I do a lot of bobbers, but it's my favourite thing to work on, but really do this different. really come up with some different designs on it. You know, how the seat springs work and all that. I've got some things all whirling around in this empty cavern of mine up here, and yeah, I've got some little wacky ideas for that, and I'm looking forward to doing them. And also with that Ural, how should I say this? No, I don't, before I start this, I don't want to ever get all political on this channel. I never have. I never do want to go down that road of all the troubles in the world. This is to escape that and hopefully give some of you guys an escape and just follow me little travel outs and all the bike building. But that Ural came from the Ukraine. Please let's not start a big ruckus in the comments about all that. Everybody knows what's going on. Everyone's got their opinions on it. Yeah, I've got the logbook over here. We all know what's going on, like I say. But yeah, that was imported from the Ukraine. And here's the little ID for the bike, look. I like that. Why can't we have them instead of that piece of paper? You see that? Let's flip it over. You can pause and have a good read. Isn't that good? Yeah. And there's the original plate off it. Which is, I don't know if you can see that here. So there we go, that's it marked up there on the plate, look, on the card. Rubbish GoPro zoom, sorry. Yeah, that's rubbish, innit? That's blurry. Is it? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it matches this. So yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll do something, some ideas with that, because of where it's from, what's going on and all that. Maybe the colours, Ukrainian colours, I don't know. Maybe just a little nod to the people, if you know what I mean. We'll see when we get to it. Anyway, like I say, I don't want to kick up some big political stink in the comments of people arguing about all that. We all know what's going on, but that bike may just be a little nod to the people. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, it is nearly 1 AM in the morning, so I'm going to get a few hours sleep. I'm going to walk back in this shed in the morning, find that little clip straight away for the oil switch. I wish. And then we're going to get on with the running sparky side of this wiring, and we should be all done then. So there we go, there's a little update. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care, everybody.